Warning, this content is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All right, next question here is from Billy H. I am on 150 milligrams of TRT and just cut down from 20% to 9% body fat at 180 pounds. Congrats, Billy. Well done. I want to start a lean bulk and possibly add Equipoise or Masteron at a 2-to-1 ratio. How would you recommend increasing the dosages? 50 milligrams or 100 milligrams every 6 weeks to gain 15 pounds over 20 to 24 weeks. All right, so a couple things to unpack here. One, there's like no real ratio that you could say is rock solid and prescribable when it comes to the stuff. These are just general rules of thumb and what I've seen, and I am revising my recommendations on Equipoise. Equipoise has just been fucking crazy aggressive at lowering people's estradiol. Now that we have more data on Equipoise, really people weren't using it with the Masteron craze that was going on. Everybody was running tests to Masteron, and now we have 6-8 months, year worth of data I can look at with people that have been running Equipoise. And what I can tell you with some confidence with Equipoise, even at low doses, it absolutely smashes your estradiol in most cases. There are some outliers. It seems to be very aggressive at raising red blood cell, hemoglobin, and hematocrit. I can say that with a fair amount of confidence. I've seen that in most people, not all. So maybe the ratio of Equipoise needs to be even lower than 50% for most people. Maybe something like 25-30% to start off and see how you respond, and then adjust accordingly based on your response. So I would say that would be where you want to be. Another thing to unpack here, too, you talk about a weight gain goal. I think that also can be dangerous, too. I think guys get too hyper-focused on the scale, both in contest prep and the off-season. It's not to say that you don't want to gain weight. I usually do like to drive weight gain, and in the off-season, that's the time to get aggressive and push the weight up. Within reason, as you said, you want to do a lean mass phase. You don't want to get fat, obviously, but some fat gain is going to be unavoidable. But really, we're going to push the food up, and we have the two knobs that we can turn, or levers that we can pull on an off-season muscle gain phase, and that's really increasing food and increasing PEDs. And usually what I'll do is I kind of alternate between the two. I'll start with food first. I'll see what we can get away with the PEDs. And I this is the thing, like, I think guys a lot of times have a predetermined escalation point. I used to do the same thing and map my cycles out for a year in advance, and I figured out, well, you can't fucking do that. Your body doesn't work that way. Sometimes you react poorly to things. Sometimes you need to make adjustments. Sometimes you don't need to make adjustments. But here's what I would say. If you're making progress, let your gym performance drive most of your decision making. Use the check-in pictures as a measurement of decline in body composition. If you see body composition declining, a lot of times I'll just throw a little more anabolics at it, and that cleans that up, as long as the diet's clean and tight. If I'm progressing in the gym, if I'm getting stronger, if the scale is going up, then just leave everything the same. Don't escalate your doses. Don't change a thing. Leave the diet alone. If the scale is going up, body composition is maintaining, performance in the gym is driving up, then leave it alone. And a lot of times what I'll find too, and it's bizarre how, and I guess it kind of makes sense, you'll see performance in the gym actually increases before the scale comes up. They don't seem to correlate directly with each other. One happens than the other. So to me, it makes sense that strength would increase and then weight would go up, or vice versa. And that's usually what I will see. It's not a linear thing. And then just save the escalation in doses for when you need it. My goal usually is to hit peak doses around 8 to 10 weeks into a 20-week cycle, and then just hang out there. And then maybe at the end, as I mentioned earlier, I might throw in an oral for the last 3 or 4 weeks if I just need to get over the hump. But if you're still progressing, if you're still making progress, if you're still improving, just leave it alone. Don't make arbitrary changes just for the sake of making changes. If things are going great and you're getting by on less gear, use the lowest effective dose and get preserve your health and get the most out of it, because there will come a time where you do need to press the gas pedal down a little bit. And if you've gone too high, where are you going to go?